Joe finishes a job in 2 days. Alice can finish the job in 3 days. Find how long to complete the job if they're working together. Okay, you heard of these problems. So-and-so can do it in this amount of time, while so-and-so does it in that amount of time. They're really easy if you approach them right. We start by saying, what are we looking for? We're looking for the time it takes for them to work together. So we'll name our variable t. Let t equal the amount of time it takes if they're working together. Then, think about this. First thing we're going to write for this equation is, how much of the entire job can Joe finish in 1 day? All right, if it takes Joe 2 days to do the whole job, in 1 day, he can finish 1/2 of the entire job. Add that to the quantity of the entire job that Alice can do in 1 day. Well, it takes 3 days for Alice to do the entire job. So in 1 day, Alice can complete 1/3 of the job. So you see the pattern? It's 1 over the amount of time it takes for them to do the whole job. So 1/2 for Joe plus 1/3 for Alice. Okay, well then what we have here is the amount of time, the amount of work of the entire job is finished by Joe plus the amount of the entire job finished by Alice. It's got to equal the amount of the job finished by both of them working together. And that's going to be 1 over the amount of time it takes them to do the whole job working together. So it's 1/t. Because you recall, we labeled t as the amount of time it took for them to do the job working together. Okay, we're going to get rid of fractions by multiplying both sides of this equation by the least common denominator, which is not just 6 times t. So multiply each of the terms on the left side. There's 2 of those terms. Multiply them by 6t and multiply the term on the right side by 6t and simplify. And that implies 3t plus 2t equals 6. Combine 3t and 2t, you get 5t equals 6. So t equals 6 divided by 5 hours. So our answer is, to how long does it take for them to complete the job working together? It takes them 6/5 hours. Now, yeah, you could write that as a mixed number, 1 1/5 hours. Or you could change the 1/5 hours to minutes, but it's okay here. 6/5 hours, that's good enough for me.